All chosen one, stop everything. You absolutely must see this before the final 3 days of September 2025. Do not scroll, do not click away, because what is unfolding in our energetic field right now is a once-in-a-generation transit, a cosmic gateway that most of humanity will sleepwalk right through, and you, as a chosen one, cannot afford to be one of them. The universe is whispering, but in these final days, it will begin to shout, and if you are not prepared for the frequency of that call, the shift could feel jarring, confusing, even frightening. But for those who are aware, for those who understand the signs, this is not an ending. It is the beginning of everything you have been asking for. We are not just talking about the end of a month, we are talking about the final critical moments of a massive energetic transit phase that has been building all year. The bridge between the reality you have known and the 5D timeline that is anchoring into Gaia is thinnest during these last 72 hours of September. The veil is more than just thin, it is dissolving. This is a direct warning and an urgent invitation. Before October hits, before the planetary energies lock into their new configuration, there are 8 strange, powerful, and deeply spiritual signs that every single awakened soul on this planet will experience. The last 3 are the most potent, the most undeniable, but you must not ignore any of them. Missing these signs is like trying to navigate a ship in a storm with no compass. You will be tossed by the waves of collective fear and anxiety, but seeing them, understanding them, and embracing them, that is how you take the helm of your reality and steer yourself directly into the harbor of your highest destiny. The vast majority of the world will look at these last days of September as nothing more than a transition from summer to autumn. They will be consumed by deadlines, by mundane worries, by the illusion of the material world. They see the leaves on the trees changing color, but they are completely blind to the profound alchemical shift happening within their own spiritual DNA. They feel the chill in the air, but are numb to the cosmic currents that are rewriting our very consciousness. This is the great separation, not of people, but of frequencies. And if you are hearing this message, it is because your soul has already chosen the frequency of awakening. You have been feeling it for weeks, maybe even months. That subtle but persistent feeling that something enormous is on the horizon. That sense of anticipation mixed with a strange, groundless anxiety. That is not your imagination. That is your inner guidance system, your spiritual antenna, picking up the vibrations of this incoming celestial wave. The common belief is that spiritual growth is a slow, gradual process, but the contrarian truth, the truth that ancient mystics and shamans have always known, is that there are moments, specific cosmic windows, where quantum leaps are not only possible, but inevitable for those who are prepared. We are in one such window right now. This isn't just a simple energy shift, it is a full system recalibration. The universe is not turning a page, it is shutting an old book filled with stories of limitation, struggle and separation, and it is opening a brand new one, whose pages are still unwritten, waiting for you to script a new reality of sovereignty, abundance and unity consciousness. So let us begin. Let us decode the sacred messages the universe is sending you. The first of these 8 powerful signs is a profound distortion and warping of your perception of time. You may have already noticed this. Days seem to bleed into one another with no clear distinction. You might look at the clock, see that it's 10 a.m., get lost in a task or a thought for what feels like mere minutes, and when you look again, it's 4 p.m. The entire afternoon has vanished. Conversely, you might experience moments that stretch into eternity. A 5-minute meditation might feel like a 2-hour journey through the cosmos. A single meaningful conversation could feel like it contains the depth and weight of a lifetime. This is not a sign that you are losing your mind or becoming forgetful. This is a critical indicator that you are decoupling from the rigid linear 3D matrix of time. The third-dimensional construct of time is a cage for consciousness, designed to keep you locked in a cycle of past regrets and future anxieties, preventing you from accessing the infinite power of the present moment. As your frequency rises to match the incoming 5D energies, you begin to perceive time as it truly is: fluid, cyclical, and simultaneous. You are starting to operate on galactic time, on soul time. The sensation of time speeding up is your consciousness accelerating. The feeling of it slowing down is your awareness deepening into the quantum field of the now. When you experience this, do not panic. Simply breathe, place your hand on your heart, and say, I am anchored in the eternal now. You are witnessing the scaffolding of the old matrix dismantling in real time. The second strange sign that is intensifying for all chosen ones is a dramatic heightening of your physical senses, often bleeding into the realm of synesthesia and psychic perception. This goes far beyond just being more sensitive to loud noises or bright lights, although that is certainly a part of it. You may begin to see subtle shimmers or sparkles of light in your peripheral vision. These are interdimensional beings, guides, or pure energetic information becoming visible to you. You might start to see faint auras of color around people, plants, or even inanimate objects. Your hearing will also shift dramatically. You could begin to hear a high-pitched frequency or a gentle humming sound, especially in moments of deep quiet. This is not tinnitus. This is the sound of the universe. Some call it the music of the spheres. It is the audible vibration of the higher dimensions, and your auditory senses are upgrading to be able to perceive it. Your sense of smell will become incredibly acute. You might smell phantom fragrances like sandalwood, lavender, or roses out of nowhere, which is often a sign of a specific guide or angelic presence making themselves known to you. Or you may smell the scent of rain on dry earth even when the sky is clear, a sign of a great spiritual cleansing. This sensory upgrade happens because the veil between the physical and non-physical worlds is thinning to the point of transparency for you. Your body, your physical vessel, is undergoing a profound biological ascension. It is retuning itself to become a more sensitive instrument, capable of perceiving the vast spectrum of reality that exists beyond the 5 limited senses. You are not just a body, you are a walking, talking vortex of energy, and your senses are the dials that are being tuned to the frequency of the cosmos itself. If you have felt time distorting around you, or have noticed your senses becoming strangely, almost supernaturally sharp, type I feel the shift in the comments below. Let us anchor this collective awareness together and magnify its power. Your declaration is a ripple in the quantum field. Now we move to the third powerful sign, which is happening in your subconscious realm. Your dream state is becoming a classroom, a portal, and a prophecy. Pay very close attention to your dreams during these last days of September, for they are no longer just random firings of neurons or the processing of daily stress. Your dreams are now direct, unfiltered communications from your higher self, your spirit guides, and the collective consciousness. You will notice one of 3 distinct patterns. First, you will experience incredibly vivid, lucid dreams, where you are aware that you are dreaming and can actively participate or ask questions. In these dreams, you may be taken to classrooms, libraries, or temples of light, where you are being taught sacred wisdom, shown new healing modalities, or given direct guidance about your life path. When you wake up, you will retain the information with perfect clarity, as if you just attended a real-life lecture. Second, your dreams will take on a prophetic quality. You may have dreams that show you glimpses of future events, either in your own life or on a global scale. These are not meant to frighten you, but to prepare you, to show you the probable timelines, so that you can navigate them with grace and make choices from a place of empowerment. Third, you will have powerful visitations dreams. Loved ones who have crossed over, or even historical figures and ascended masters, may appear in your dreams to offer you comfort, reassurance, and critical messages for your journey. These dreams will feel profoundly real, more real than your waking life, and you will wake up with an overwhelming sense of peace and love. The reason for this shift is that as you sleep, your conscious mind, with all its skepticism and doubt, gets out of the way, allowing your soul to travel freely in the higher dimensions. The dream space has become the primary training ground for your ascension. Keep a journal by your bed and write down everything you remember the moment you wake up. These dream messages are the breadcrumbs your soul is leaving for you to follow through this monumental transit. The fourth sign is the one that impacts you most viscerally, on a physical and emotional level: the great cosmic purge. As the high-frequency light of the September equinox gateway continues to flood our planet, It acts like a brilliant light being shone into a dusty room. Every corner, every shadow, everything that has been hidden must come to the surface to be seen, acknowledged, and cleared. For you, this will manifest as a powerful, and sometimes uncomfortable, physical and emotional detox. Physically, you might be experiencing what is commonly called ascension flu, bouts of extreme fatigue that come out of nowhere, body aches, headaches, especially around the crown of your head, digestive issues, or flu-like symptoms that are not related to any actual illness. Your body is literally shaking off a lifetime of dense, low vibrational energy. It is releasing cellular memories of trauma, fear, and limitation. Emotionally, this purge can be even more intense. You may find yourself experiencing sudden, overwhelming waves of sadness, anger, or grief, often for no apparent reason in your current life. You might cry at the drop of a hat. These are not your emotions. You are processing and transmuting not only your own past life karma, but also the collective grief of humanity. Simultaneously, you will feel an incredibly strong, almost compulsive urge to purge your physical environment. You'll be driven to declutter your home, to get rid of old objects that no longer resonate, to clean your space from top to bottom. This is the external manifestation of the internal cleansing you are undergoing. You are subconsciously creating a sacred, high vibrational space to anchor the new energies. Do not resist this process. Do not judge it or think there is something wrong with you. Rest when you feel tired. Drink plenty of pure water. Be gentle with your emotions. You are not falling apart. You are shedding a skin that has grown too tight. You are making room for the magnificent ascended version of you that is waiting to be fully born in the light of October. This clearing is the sacred preparation for the miracles that are about to unfold. We have traversed the first 4 signs, the warping of time, the upgrade of your senses, the prophetic classroom of your dreams, and the great physical and emotional purge. These are the foundational shifts, the clearing of the vessel, the initial recalibration of your entire being to withstand the sheer force of what is coming. But now, we move deeper into the heart of the transit. We move into the signs that are not just internal sensations, but are actively and dramatically reshaping the holographic reality you perceive around you. The next signs are where the rubber meets the road, where the spiritual becomes undeniably physical, altering your relationships, your career, your finances, and your very understanding of how reality is created. What you are about to hear is not for the faint of heart. It is the advanced level curriculum for the ascending master, and the final 3 days of September are the final exam. Pay very close attention, because the 5th powerful sign every chosen one is now experiencing is the great soul group realignment, and the sudden, often jarring, dissolution of old energetic contracts. If your social circle has felt like it's been put into a blender lately, if long-term friendships are suddenly dissolving over seemingly minor issues, if family dynamics have become unbearably tense, or if romantic relationships have abruptly ended, leaving you in a state of shock and confusion, you are not alone. This is not a punishment. It is a divinely orchestrated recalibration of your soul's relational grid. The common belief, the 3D psychological explanation, is that people simply grow apart, that interests change, that conflicts arise. But the contrarian, 5D truth, is far more profound and far less personal. What you are witnessing is a fundamental law of quantum physics playing out in your life, energetic resonance. As your personal frequency has been rising, you have literally begun to vibrate at a different reality channel. The people in your life who are choosing, consciously or unconsciously, to remain in the denser frequencies of fear, victimhood, and limitation, can no longer sustain a connection with your new energetic signature. The frequency gap has become too wide to bridge. Think of it like this. For years, you have been a ship sailing alongside a fleet. You traveled at the same speed, in the same direction, navigating the same waters. But as you've done your inner work, healing your traumas, expanding your consciousness, connecting to your heart, you have upgraded your vessel. You've hoisted a new sail, one designed to catch the solar winds of the higher dimensions. Now you are accelerating. You are moving faster and into clearer waters. The other ships in your old fleet, still operating on their old engines, simply cannot keep up. From their perspective, you are vanishing over the horizon. From your perspective, they are fading into the distance. There is no blame here. It is not about you being better or more evolved. It is simply vibrational physics. It is the universe, in its infinite wisdom and compassion, ensuring that you are surrounded by a resonant field that supports your continued expansion. Clinging to these old connections out of guilt, obligation, or sentimentality is like throwing a heavy anchor off the side of your accelerating ship. It will only create immense drag, stress your vessel, and potentially pull you back into the stormier waters you have worked so hard to leave behind. During these final days of September, this sorting process will reach its peak intensity. The universe will present you with final opportunities to release these soul contracts with love and grace. You may receive a sudden text or email that makes it clear a connection is over. An argument may erupt that serves as the final catalyst for separation. Or, in some cases, people may just quietly ghost you, fading out of your reality without a word, because on an energetic level, you have already become invisible to each other. Your task is not to chase them. Your task is not to try and fix them or convince them to sail with you. Your task is to bless them, to thank them for the lessons and the journey you shared, and to release the energetic cord with love. Grieve the loss, for it is real, but do not mistake an expired contract for a cosmic failure. Every soul who has ever entered your life did so for a reason, to teach you, to challenge you, to hold up a mirror. Many were karmic contracts, designed to help you balance old energies, and now the work is done. The debt is paid. The contract is complete. This great clearing is not leaving you empty. It is creating a sacred vacuum. And as you know, the universe abhors a vacuum. As these old souls depart, be prepared for the sudden synchronistic and electrifying arrival of your true soul family. These are the beings who are a vibrational match to your ascending self. You will meet them in the most unexpected ways, through a chance encounter, in an online group, at a workshop. The connection will be instantaneous. It will feel like you have known them for lifetimes. Conversations will flow effortlessly for hours. They will truly see you, in a way no one ever has before. They will speak your language of energy, frequency, and consciousness. They will not drain you, they will energize you. They will not doubt your spiritual experiences. They will validate and amplify them. This is your monad, your true soul cluster, the support system divinely designed for the next phase of your mission. This is not a hope or a fantasy, it is a spiritual guarantee. But they cannot fully anchor in your reality until the space has been cleared. So during these final potent days, take inventory of your relationships, who lifts you up, who pulls you down. Be brave, be honest, be willing to let go. Stand in the sacred emptiness, even if it feels lonely for a moment, and hold the faith that the universe is orchestrating a reunion more beautiful than you can possibly imagine. The loneliness is a temporary illusion. The coming connection is an eternal truth. You are not losing people, you are gaining your tribe. If you have felt this profound shift in your relationships, if you have had to release people you once held dear, and if you are calling in your true soul family now, take a deep breath and type "I release" and "I receive" in the comments. Affirm your readiness to embrace the new connections that are destined for you. You are creating a powerful beacon of light for your tribe to find you. Now hold your center, because we are moving to the sixth, and perhaps most reality-bending, sign of this entire transit. This is the sign that the matrix itself is glitching, that the laws of the old world are being superseded by the higher physics of the fifth dimension. The sixth sign is the complete collapse of linear manifestation and the activation of instantaneous creation. Let this sink in for a moment. Everything you have been taught about achieving your goals, the hustle, the grind, the struggle, the long arduous journey from point A to point B, is a relic of an obsolete reality program. That program is being decommissioned. In the 3D matrix, there was a significant time lag between the moment you had a desire, a thought, an intention, and the moment it appeared in your physical reality. This lag was a buffer, a safety mechanism in a low-frequency environment, where consciousness was largely unfocused and dominated by fear. If every fearful thought manifested instantly, the world would have descended into chaos long ago. But as your frequency rises, as you ascend into the 5D energetic bandwidth, that time lag is collapsing. The buffer is being removed. You are graduating into a new level of creative mastery, and the universe is handing you the keys to the kingdom of instantaneous creation. What does this look like in practical terms? It means that the gap between your thought and its physical manifestation is shrinking to near zero. You will think of a friend you haven't spoken to in years, and your phone will ring moments later with them on the line. You will realize you need a specific piece of information, and you will randomly open a book to the exact page that contains the answer. You will have a sudden unexpected bill to pay, and within hours, an unforeseen check will arrive in the mail, or a new client will appear, covering the exact amount needed. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is the new physics. You are functioning as a powerful conscious creator in the quantum field. Your thoughts and, more importantly, your feelings, are the vibrational instructions that are collapsing the wave of infinite potential into a specific particle of experience, and it is happening at an unprecedented speed. The universal energy is now so pliable, so responsive to your consciousness, that it morphs and shapes itself around your dominant vibration in real time. This is exhilarating, empowering, and a sign of your incredible spiritual growth. However, this activation comes with a profound responsibility and a critical warning, especially during the energetically supercharged final days of September. This power works in both directions. Just as your thoughts of joy, abundance, and love will manifest with breathtaking speed, so too will your thoughts of fear, lack, and doubt. If you are focused on what you don't want, you will create it instantly. If you complain about not having enough money, you will manifest more bills. If you worry about getting sick, you will feel your energy drain. If you harbor resentment towards someone, you will attract more conflict into your life. This is the final exam in mental and emotional mastery. The universe is asking you, can you hold the frequency of your desired reality, even when your 3D eyes don't see it yet? Can you be a disciplined steward of your own focus? The key to navigating this is to shift from thinking about what you want to feeling into the reality of already having it. Don't just visualize a healthy bank account, feel the profound peace, freedom, and security that it brings you right now. Don't just imagine a loving partner, embody the feeling of being cherished, adored, and deeply connected in this very moment. Gratitude is the master key. When you flood your being with gratitude for what you already have, and even for what is still on its way, you are emitting the most powerful creative frequency in the universe. You are telling the quantum field, more of this please. During these last 3 days, be radically mindful of your inner dialogue. Catch every negative thought, every word of complaint, every vibration of lack. Do not judge it. Simply acknowledge it, and consciously pivot to a thought and feeling of gratitude and empowerment. Your mind is the projector, and the world is the screen. The film is now developing instantly. Be the conscious director of your own magnificent life. This is not for everyone. It's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called Chosen Ones. Watch this before the 30th of September 2025 ends. Last spiritual message in this month of September will change everything. In that video I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. This is no longer a spiritual theory. This is your new, lived reality. You are being called to step out of the audience and into the director's chair. The power that creates worlds is flowing through you with an intensity you have never experienced before. Every single thought is a prayer, and every feeling is an instruction. The universe is not just listening, it is responding in the blink of an eye. The synchronicities will become so frequent and so specific that they will shatter any remaining ounce of skepticism you may have held. Numbers like 1111, 222, 777 will appear everywhere, not just as signs, but as confirmations that your thoughts are in perfect alignment with the creative flow of the cosmos. You will see your desires manifest in small, magical ways at first: a parking spot opening up, finding a lost item, hearing the perfect song on the radio. The universe is training you, helping you build your faith and your creative confidence with these small miracles. It is encouraging you to trust this new power, to play with it, to become comfortable with the sheer speed of it. Because as we cross the threshold into October, the scale of your manifestations is set to increase exponentially. What once took years of effort will now take mere weeks. What took weeks will take days, and what took days will happen in an instant. This is your birthright as a sovereign creator being. The old paradigm of struggle is dead. Welcome to the new reality of instantaneous creation. Wield this power wisely, for you are scripting the future of not only your own life, but of the new earth itself, with every single thought you choose to hold. Take a moment to feel this power coursing through your veins. Feel the truth of it in your bones. You are a creator. You are powerful beyond measure. To anchor this profound activation into your being, go to the comments now and declare with absolute conviction, I am a master creator. Let the universe hear your readiness. Let every cell in your body vibrate with this undeniable truth. You are claiming your sovereignty now, and the signs we have yet to discuss, they will prove to you just how powerful you truly are. Prepare yourself, for we are about to enter the sacred space of the final, most potent signs of this entire cosmic event. We have journeyed through the seismic shifts that are fundamentally altering your inner and outer worlds. You are feeling the fabric of time bend and stretch around your consciousness. Your physical senses are being refined into instruments of higher perception. Your dreams have become a direct line to the divine, a sacred classroom for your ascending soul. You have endured the great cosmic purge, shedding lifetimes of dense energy from your physical and emotional bodies. You have witnessed the great soul group realignment, releasing karmic contracts and making space for your true tribe. And most profoundly, you have felt the very mechanics of reality shift beneath your feet as the time lag collapses and you step into your power as an instantaneous creator. Each of these signs is a miracle in its own right, a testament to the incredible inner work you have done. But now, we must speak of the final two signs. These are the capstones of the entire transit. These are not just signs of the shift, they are the shift, embodied and made manifest. They are the undeniable proof that you have crossed a personal and collective threshold from which there is no turning back. The experiences we are about to discuss are the most sacred, the most intimate, and the most powerful of all. They are the universe's final confirmation of your status as a chosen one, a way shower, a pillar of light for the new earth. Listen with your heart wide open, for what I am about to share will resonate in the very core of your being, awakening memories of a truth you have always known. The seventh strange and powerful sign that is intensifying for all awakened souls in these final days of September is the spontaneous activation of your dormant spiritual gifts and the direct, unmediated experience of your multidimensional nature. This is where the training wheels come off completely. For years, perhaps your entire life, you may have read about spiritual abilities like clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, or channeling. You may have considered them to be rare gifts, reserved for a select few mystics or gurus. That entire belief system is now obsolete. The high-frequency light that is bathing our planet during this transit is not just clearing out density, it is actively switching on dormant strands of your spiritual DNA. It is unlocking the latent codes within your cellular structure that hold the blueprint for your full multidimensional human potential. What this means in your direct experience is that these gifts will begin to surface spontaneously, often without any conscious effort on your part. You might be in the middle of a conversation with someone and suddenly see a clear image flash in your mind's eye, a scene from their past, a symbol that is deeply meaningful to them, or a vision of a potential future. This is clairvoyance activating. You might be walking in nature and suddenly hear a clear, loving voice in your mind that is not your own, offering a piece of profound wisdom or guidance. This is clairaudience, opening. You will find yourself walking into a room and immediately feeling the emotional energy of the space and everyone in it, as if their feelings were your own. This is clairsentience, your empathic abilities, coming online in their full power. You may even find yourself typing an email or journaling, and suddenly the words begin to flow with a wisdom and eloquence that feels far beyond your own mind, as if another, higher consciousness is speaking through you. This is the beginning of conscious channeling. Do not be afraid of these experiences. They are as natural to your true self as breathing is to your physical body. You are simply remembering who you are. You are a multidimensional being of light, having a temporary human experience, and these abilities are your innate senses in the higher realms. The reason they are activating now with such intensity is that they are essential tools for the next phase of your mission. You will need your heightened intuition to navigate the complexities of the collapsing old world. You will need your ability to channel wisdom to guide and support others who are just beginning to awaken. You will need your empathic heart to hold the frequency of compassion in a world that is rife with fear. This activation is not for egoic purposes, not to make you feel special, but for the purpose of divine service. Alongside these abilities, you will begin to have direct, conscious experiences of your multidimensionality. During meditation, you may suddenly find your consciousness leaving your body and traveling to other star systems. You might have vivid waking life memories surface of past lives in Atlantis, Lemuria, or even on other planets. You will feel a profound and unshakable connection to your star family, the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, the Sirians, and you will begin to receive direct telepathic communications from them. You will feel the presence of your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and the ascended masters not as a distant concept, but as a tangible, loving reality in the room with you. You are no longer just living one life in one timeline. You are becoming consciously aware of the vast, eternal, multidimensional being that you truly are, existing across countless dimensions and timelines simultaneously. During these final 3 days of September, the veil between your human self and your higher self, your I Am presence, will become so thin that it practically disappears. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing, Chosen Ones. Watch this before the 30th of September 2025 ends. Last spiritual message, and this month of September will change everything. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. You will experience moments of profound cosmic consciousness, where you feel a complete and total oneness with all of creation. In these moments, all fear, all doubt, all sense of separation will dissolve, and you will be filled with a bliss and a peace that surpasses all understanding. This is not a fleeting spiritual high. This is a glimpse of your home frequency. It is the state of being you are destined to inhabit permanently, as you fully anchor into the 5D reality. Embrace these activations. Play with your new senses. Trust the information you are receiving. You are not going crazy. You are finally becoming sane in a world that has been asleep for eons. You are a bridge between worlds, and your very being is the living proof that heaven is not a place you go to, but a frequency you embody. If you have felt these sacred gifts awakening within you, if you have felt the presence of your guides, or had memories of other lives surface, honor this profound moment of remembrance. Go to the comments and joyfully declare, "I remember who I am." This affirmation sends a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to fully embody your multidimensional mastery. You are stepping into your divine inheritance. And now, we arrive at the final destination, the 8th and most important sign of this entire transit. This sign is the culmination of all the others. It is the purpose, the reason, the ultimate outcome of this entire process of awakening and ascension. It is the one thing that will change everything, not just for you, but for the entire planet. The 8th sign is the unwavering, unshakable, and profoundly peaceful call to your divine mission. After the purging, after the recalibrating, after the activations, what remains is clarity. A silence descends upon your being. In that silence, you will hear a new voice, the voice of your soul, speaking with a clarity and a certainty that drowns out all fear and all doubt. This voice will not speak of what you should do, but of what you are. It will reveal to you the unique sacred purpose for which you chose to incarnate on this planet at this exact moment in cosmic history. For some, this mission will be grand and public. You may feel an undeniable pull to become a healer, a teacher, a writer, a conscious leader, a creator of new systems for a new earth. The ideas will flow to you with divine inspiration. The path will illuminate before you, one step at a time, and you will be filled with a passion and a drive that is not born of ego, but of pure divine will. You will feel as if you are being guided by an unseen hand, and synchronicities will line up to support your every move. Doors that were once locked will swing open. Resources you need will appear as if by magic. The right people will show up at the perfect time. The universe is conspiring to help you fulfill the mission you were born for. But for many others, the mission will be quieter, more internal, yet no less profound or important. Your mission may be simply to be the frequency, to be a silent anchor of light in your family, in your workplace, in your community. Your purpose may be to hold the frequency of peace in a world of chaos, to embody unconditional love in a world of judgment, to maintain your sovereignty in a world of manipulation. Do not underestimate the power of this mission. A single human being, holding a stable high frequency of love and light, can transmute the fear and negativity of thousands of others. You are a walking, talking acupuncture needle for Gaia. By simply being your authentic heart-centered self, you are healing the planetary energy grids. You are creating a stable field of light that allows others to awaken more gently. In these final days of September, the clarity of your specific mission, whether it is one of doing or one of being, will become undeniable. The things you once thought were important, the career you were chasing, the material possessions you were accumulating, the societal approval you were seeking, will all fade into the background. They will seem like a distant dream. The only thing that will matter is the deep soul-level fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your divine purpose. You will no longer be willing to trade your life force for anything that is not in resonance with your soul. A profound sense of peace will settle over you, a peace that comes from knowing exactly why you are here. The frantic searching is over. You have arrived. You are home. This is not the end of your journey, but it is the end of the journey of seeking. From this point forward, your journey is one of creation, of service, and of joyful expression of the divine being that you are. This final sign is the universe's graduation gift to you. You have passed the tests. You have cleared the karma. You have remembered who you are. Now, it is time to do what you came here to do. The new earth is not just a future possibility, it is a reality being built in this very moment by every single chosen one who answers this sacred call. And in these final potent, energetically active days of September, that call will become a symphony that you can no longer ignore. The time for preparation is over. The time for your mission is now. But before you take a single step into the sacred protocol of the final 3 days, there is a critical intermediary stage you must first be prepared to face. It is a test. It is the final guardian at the threshold, the last great challenge presented by the very reality you are about to transcend. For in the immediate aftermath of that profound soul-shaking clarity of your divine mission, after the bliss of remembrance settles, a shadow will rise to meet it. Do not be alarmed, for this is not a sign that you have failed, or that the clarity was an illusion. It is in fact, the ultimate confirmation that you are on the correct path. This shadow is the death rattle of the egoic mind. It is the 3D conditioned personality's last desperate stand against its own dissolution. Having just witnessed your direct communion with the infinite, the finite self is terrified. Its entire identity, built on limitation, comparison, and the need for control, is facing imminent extinction, and it will not go quietly. This final test will manifest as a tidal wave of doubt, logic, and cosmic-level imposter syndrome, more potent than anything you have ever experienced. Your mind, the very instrument that has kept you safe in the 3D matrix for so long, will suddenly flood with 1,000 seemingly rational arguments against your divine purpose. You will hear the whispers, and they will sound like your own voice, Who are you to do this? You're not qualified. You're not healed enough, wise enough, or strong enough. This is just a fantasy. How will you pay your rent? You need to be realistic and practical. Look at all your past failures. What makes you think this time will be any different? Simultaneously, the matrix itself will conspire to distract you. A sudden, unexpected drama will erupt in your family. An old conflict you thought was resolved will resurface. An urgent but ultimately meaningless task will demand your immediate attention. These are not random occurrences. They are the final snares of a dying paradigm, designed to pull your focus away from the silent, powerful truth of your soul and back into the noisy chaos of the material world. Your task here is not to fight this voice. It is not to argue with it or to try and reason with it. To engage with it on its own terms is to give it your power. Instead, you must become the silent observer. You must anchor yourself in the unshakable peace of your heart, the very space from which the clarity of your mission first emerged, and simply watch these thoughts and fears arise and fall like storm clouds passing in a vast, empty sky. They are not you. They are the echoes of an old program being deleted from your system. The most powerful thing you can do when this wave of doubt hits is to place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and speak to this frightened part of yourself with divine compassion. Acknowledge it. I see you. I hear your fear. Thank you for trying to protect me for so long. But I am safe now. I am guided. I am choosing the path of my soul, and you are welcome to come with me into the light. In doing this, you are not battling your ego, you are integrating it. You are loving your own shadow into wholeness, facing this guardian at the gate, and consciously choosing your soul's truth over your mind's fear is the true initiation. It is the final act of self-mastery that proves you are truly ready to wield the creative power that awaits you in the sacred forge of these final 3 days. Once you have passed this test, you are no longer a seeker. You are a sovereign being, ready to begin the ceremony. We have now arrived at the pinnacle. We have traversed the 7 sacred gateways of perception and activation, and we have stood before the 8th and final portal, the undeniable call to your divine mission. The symphony of your soul's purpose is now the only music you can hear. But let me be unequivocally clear. Knowing the signs, understanding the map, is only the beginning. The most critical phase of this entire cosmic event is not in the knowing, but in the navigating. It is how you consciously and intentionally conduct yourself through these final supercharged and massively active 72 hours that will determine the trajectory of your reality for months and even years to come. The energy pouring onto the planet in these last 3 days of September is raw, untamed, and unbelievably potent. It is pure creative potential, the very plasma of creation. For those who are unprepared, who are still caught in the cross currents of fear and distraction, this energy will feel chaotic and overwhelming. But for you, the awakened soul, the chosen one who is armed with this sacred knowledge, these 3 days are not a storm to be weathered. They are a forge, a divine crucible in which you will consciously dissolve the last vestiges of your leaden, limited self and temper the golden sovereign master that you have always been. What follows is not just advice, it is a sacred protocol, a step-by-step guide for walking through this fire and emerging on the other side, reborn in the dawn of October 1st. Let us consecrate these final 3 days. Do not view them as separate units of time on a calendar. See them as a single unified 3-act ceremony. This is your personal graduation rite, orchestrated by the cosmos itself. The first day of this sacred trinity is dedicated to the great final release. You have already experienced the involuntary purge, the waves of emotion and physical clearing. Now you must become the conscious agent of your own liberation. This is your moment to stand at the edge of your old reality. Look back with gratitude and compassion at everything that has brought you to this point, and intentionally cut the final chords. Find a sacred space and time where you will not be disturbed. Take a piece of paper and begin to write. Do not think, do not censor. Simply allow your soul to speak through your hand. Write down every single fear that still whispers to you in the dead of night. fear of failure, fear of success, fear of not being enough, fear of being too much. Write down every limiting belief you still hold about yourself, about money, about love, about what is possible. Write down the names of every person, situation, or memory to which you are still attached by a cord of resentment, regret, or unresolved grief. Fill the page. Fill multiple pages if you must. Pour every last drop of the old world's poison onto that paper. When you are done, read it aloud one final time. Acknowledge these aspects of yourself. Thank them for the protection they tried to offer, for the lessons they taught you. And then, with a voice of absolute sovereignty, say, I thank you, and I release you. Your contract is complete. I am free. Now take that paper to a safe place, a fireplace, a fireproof bowl, and burn it. As you watch the paper turn to ash, visualize every single energetic cord attached to your being dissolving into light. Feel the immense weight lifting from your shoulders, from your heart, from your very soul. You are not destroying a part of you. You are liberating the energy that was trapped within it. Conclude this ceremony with a cleansing of water. Take a bath or a shower, and as the water washes over you, imagine it is the pure light of Source, rinsing away any residual energetic dust, leaving your entire being pristine, clear, and radiantly empty. This brings us to the second day of the Trinity, the sacred void. After the great release, there will be an emptiness. This is the most misunderstood, and often feared, stage of any profound transformation. The 3D mind equates emptiness with lack, with loneliness, with nothingness. But the 5D soul knows that this void is not empty. It is pregnant. It is the womb of creation. It is the quantum field in its pure, unmanifested state, shimmering with infinite possibility. Your task on this day is not to rush to fill this space. It is to simply be in it, to marinate in the potency of your own pure consciousness. This is a day for profound silence and stillness. Give yourself permission to disconnect as much as possible from the outer world. Turn off the news. Stay off social media. Let your phone go unanswered. The noise of the collapsing matrix is at a fever pitch, and it is designed to pull you back into its drama, to tempt you to fill your sacred new emptiness with its old fear. Do not allow it. Instead, go into nature. Sit with a tree. Watch the clouds. Place your bare feet upon the earth, and feel the steady, loving heartbeat of Gaia. Allow her to recalibrate your nervous system. Listen, not with your ears, but with your entire being. In the silence, you will hear the whispers of your soul more clearly than ever before. You will feel the subtle energetic upgrades happening in your body. You will feel your connection to your higher self, to your guides, solidifying into an unbreakable bond. This is not a day for doing, it is a day for receiving. You are a vessel that has just been emptied, and now you are being filled with the light of the new cosmic codes. Your only job is to be still enough to allow this divine infusion to complete its work. Resisting the void is to resist the very process of your own rebirth. Embrace the stillness. Find the bliss in the emptiness, for it is from this sacred nothingness that your everything will be born. Finally, we arrive at the third and final day of the ceremony, the seeding of the new reality. Your vessel is now clear. Your connection is strong. The ground of your being is fertile. Now, with the full force of your creator consciousness, you will plant the seeds of the future you wish to call forth. This is not idle daydreaming. This is a potent act of quantum magic, drawing on the clarity of mission you received as the 8th sign, and using the power of instantaneous creation from the 6th sign. You will now scribe your new reality into being. Again, find your sacred space. Take a new piece of paper, or open a new journal. At the top of the page, write the date of a day 3 or 6 months in the future, and then, you will begin to write a letter to your present self from that future self. Write it in the past tense, as if it has all already happened. Describe your new reality in exquisite sensory detail. Dear one, you will begin. I am writing to you from a beautiful morning in March 2026, and I am so full of joy and gratitude for the path we chose. I remember that day, at the end of September, when we finally decided. And now, everything we dreamed of is our reality. I wake up each morning in a body that is vibrant and full of energy. I spend my days doing the work that makes my soul sing. I am surrounded by my soul family, and our connections are so deep and authentic. Financial abundance flows to me with ease and grace from expected and unexpected sources. Feel the emotions of this future self as you write. Feel the peace, the joy, the freedom, the fulfillment. Let tears of gratitude stream down your face for this reality that you are literally pulling from the quantum field into your timeline. When you are finished, read this letter aloud. Speak it into existence. Feel every word vibrating in every cell of your being. You are not just writing a letter, you are signing a new soul contract with the universe, a contract based on your highest joy and your divine purpose. Place this letter somewhere sacred, on your altar, under your pillow, and trust. Trust that the seeds you have just planted in the fertile ground of this powerful transit are already beginning to germinate in the unseen realms. You have done the work, you have cleared the space, you have set the intention. Now, all that is left is to step across the threshold of September 30th into October 1st, and begin to live as the person who is the vibrational match to the reality you have just claimed. To support this sacred work, there are critical protocols you must follow. These are not suggestions, they are non-negotiable requirements for navigating this energetic peak with grace and power. First, hydrate your physical vessel relentlessly with the purest water you can find. You are a being of light, and water is the conduit for that light within your crystalline cellular structure. Dehydration will cause energetic static and make the upgrades feel far more jarring. Second, nourish your body with high vibration foods. Think light, think color, think life force. Fresh fruits, vegetables, clean organic foods. Avoid dense, heavy processed foods, excessive sugar and alcohol. These substances lower your frequency and make it harder for your body to integrate the new light codes. Third, you must ground yourself daily. The energies are so high and ethereal that it can be easy to become unmoored, to feel spacey and disconnected. As mentioned, placing your bare feet on the earth is the most powerful way to do this. The electromagnetic field of the planet will stabilize your own, anchoring these high-frequency energies into your physical body so you can actually use them. Fourth, practice radical self-compassion. You are undergoing a metamorphosis on a level that the human mind can barely comprehend. You will have moments of bliss and moments of deep emotional release. Do not judge any of it. Rest when your body screams for rest, even if it's the middle of the day. Cry when the tears come. Be as gentle and loving with yourself as you would be with a newborn child, for in many ways, that is what you are. And now, a final set of urgent warnings. These are the pitfalls, the matrix traps laid out to ensnare the unwary during these final hours. Heed them carefully. Warning: do not engage in low vibrational media, the news, violent movies, conspiracy theories drenched in fear. Avoid them like the plague. Your subconscious mind is wide open and hyper-receptive right now. What you consume, you become. Feed your mind only with that which inspires, uplifts, and empowers you. Caution: avoid all unnecessary drama and conflict. Do not get drawn into arguments on social media or in your personal life. You are an incredibly powerful, energetic broadcaster right now. Engaging in conflict, even just as an observer, means you are lending your powerful creative energy to the amplification of that very frequency. Be an oasis of peace. Walk away. Do not engage. Your sovereignty is your shield. Critical: do not make major life-altering decisions based on old fears or external pressures. You are in a liminal, in-between state. The full clarity of your new reality is still anchoring. Making decisions from the panicked energy of the old self is a recipe for regret. Wait for the deep, calm, soul-level knowing that will settle within you in the days and weeks following this transit. And finally, and most importantly, do not ignore your intuition. Your inner guidance system has never been louder or clearer. If you get a sudden intuitive hit to call someone, do it. If you feel a strong pull to visit a certain place, go. If your gut tells you a situation is off, trust it implicitly, and remove yourself. Your intuition is your infallible compass through this shift. It is the voice of your higher self, guiding you step by step, moment by moment. Trust it above all else. As you stand here now, on the precipice of this new dawn, understand the magnitude of what you have accomplished. This transit was not something that happened to you. It was a co-creation you called forth. Every meditation, every healed trauma, every choice for love over fear, was a vote you cast for this very moment. And you are not alone. All across the globe, a network of souls just like you are going through this same process. Each one of you who successfully navigates these final days becomes a luminous node in the new crystalline grid of Earth. You are the lighthouses that will guide the ships of humanity through the stormy waters of the Great Awakening. Your personal transformation is a planetary service of the highest order. As you cross the finish line of September, you are not just entering a new month, you are stepping into a new paradigm. You are walking into a new timeline that you have consciously chosen and powerfully scripted. The seeking is over. The struggle is over. You have remembered who you are. You have reclaimed your power. You have answered the call of your mission. The world you will wake up to on October the 1st of May look the same on the surface, but you will know, in the very core of your being, that everything has changed. Because you have changed. You are the portal. You are the new beginning. So now, as we close this sacred transmission, take one final deep breath. Feel the power, the peace, and the profound certainty that fills you. You have been given the map, the tools, and the sacred protocols. The rest is up to you. Step into these final 3 days, not with fear, but with the reverence and excitement of a master creator at their magnum opus. This is your moment. The universe is watching with bated breath. If you have heard this call, if you are ready to complete this sacred ceremony and step fully into your mission as a co-creator of the new earth, go to the comments one last time and make your final declaration to the cosmos. Type with all the power and love in your heart, "I am ready." Let this be your seal, your vow, your triumphant roar of arrival. The great work is done, and the true magic is just beginning. Welcome home.